my beautiful friends. My name is Sarah Starlight and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, please consider hitting subscribe and hitting the bell notification in the corner if you like what you see on this video. So today's topic is going to be kind of serious. When we are in situations like this where, a lot of factors are beyond our control, where we are isolated, the subject of mental health really does not come up often enough, I think. And for me, I experience depression and I experience high functioning anxiety, and that's something I have to live with on the daily. And so during a time like this, I have to take care of myself more than ever. And that's why I believe mental health is so very important, especially for individuals in the LGBTQ community or just anyone in general. And so today I would like to go over 5 ways that I take care of my own mental health in periods of depression or periods where I am a little more isolated and a little more socially distant. So the first way that I actually use is actually kind of fun. I believe they're all fun, but honestly, this is one of my favorite ones. I play video games. I'm a massive gamer. I love them to death, mostly RPGs and a lot of Nintendo games. It's my favorite way to stay connected to my friends, to my family, and also just kind of have a form of escapism where I can just kind of check out for a minute. I kind of fell in love with MMOs, specifically Final Fantasy XIV. I could meet friends from all over the world, and for me, playing an MMO was an essential piece of staying connected to the outside world. The second way that I really like to do is I'm a big writer. I love journaling. I'm a big believer in mindfulness. For me, I'm very creative about what I write, and so sometimes I like to create worlds and kind of imbue my characters with all of the struggles that I've been going through. And in a strange way, it helps me to cathartically dispel what might actually be going on with me at the moment. And that's what makes it such an awesome tool for me in my toolbox. Journaling helps to kind of dig through all of that. The third way is actually a really awesome thing. I'm a massive believer in meditation. Taking that time for yourself is very valuable and important. I find a lot of personal value in it, and I think that just taking the time to check in with yourself, because sometimes my anxiety might be affecting my work and might be affecting the way that I interact with the people around me. And my best tool in combating that is to check in with myself in a quiet place, in a small 30-minute window or 20-minute window, and access that side of myself and say, okay, I'm going to listen to my head for a moment. I'm going to check in with myself and I'm going to make sure I'm okay. And a lot of people consider it a spiritual journey, and for me, I certainly mix a little bit of that in there as well. But for the most part, I consider it just an invaluable tool for me to look at my world and stay connected to myself. Because the first thing is staying connected to the outside world, but a more important thing is staying connected to yourself in those instances. Okay. So this next one is going to be kind of hard right now because we are kind of quarantined in our houses. We're kind of practicing social distancing as you should be right now. But for me, getting out in nature and getting out in the real world is kind of my favorite way of staying quite literally grounded to the earth and staying connected to the present, being able to recognize that I am in a connected world with others who might be experiencing the same things as me. I live in the Pacific Northwest, where there is a wonderful system of pathways and hikes and scenic vistas, places to go. And it doesn't have to be as crazy as that. It can be just as simple as taking a walk around the block, reminding yourself that you're still here in the here and now. And the fifth topic is actually something that I learned recently from my therapist. And she really taught me this over a number of months, and I think that I have benefited from it greatly. Creating a list, organizing yourself or your day into a checklist. Because in times of depression or my own anxiety and my own mental health, when it is at a lower point, I forget to take care of myself. And creating a list on a sheet of paper, for some reason, just focuses me to do exactly what I need to be doing. It could be simple as take a shower, brush your teeth, make breakfast, make your bed. It doesn't have to be major. It can be totally micro. But really what it does is, again, it focuses you into reminding you of the basic things you need to do to take care of yourself. And I think that's kind of something that people often forget, is just the fact that taking care of yourself is incredibly important during times when your mental health isn't the best. And I want to say something, before the end of this video that I think is the most important thing about this conversation. It is absolutely okay to not be okay. It is absolutely okay to not be okay sometimes. And if you're able to at least admit it to yourself, never mind admitting it to anyone else, then it makes it real and it makes it easier for you to combat it. But too often, I think that people are buried under the shame of experiencing depression or any kind of anxiety for that matter. There is this stigma in our society about wanting to push yourself farther and farther and just deal with it. And that I have found over my years of working in the film industry under incredibly stressful positions is the worst way to approach your professional and personal lives. Trust me when I tell you, I beat myself up for so many years and did things that really damaged me. It didn't make my professional life or personal life any better. In fact, it made it worse. And the moment when I was able to admit to myself, I'm not okay right now, was the moment that I was able to start owning myself and my experience and be able to combat it in a way that is healthy and in a way that I now know that I am a better person now because I learned those tools to take care of myself. And I would like to mention as well, in the description below is a link to both the TREVOR Project and a number of mental health hotlines. The TREVOR Project is something that I am incredibly passionate about in times when you just need someone to talk to, or in times when your mental health isn't the greatest. There is at least a resource for you to reach out to, and someone will be on the other end. And so now I want to pass the conversation off to you guys. What are some ways that you take care of yourself when your mental health isn't the greatest? Feel free to leave your ways in the comments below. I'm Sarah Starlight, and if you like this video, please consider hitting the like button and consider subscribing. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope you guys stay safe, healthy, and really together in times like these. I'll see you guys later. Bye.